Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who might like it as well. So today we are going to do something so much fun. I love unicorns. Love, love, love unicorns. As many of you know, it started off with my fascination as a little kid with My Little Pony, and it just continued to grow over the years. So recently I got 3 different oracle decks, and I thought it would be fun to do what I call the unicorn run, which basically is to pull 3 cards, one from each deck, and see what group you're in. So the first deck we're using is going to be the Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chen, illustrated by Lisa Huguchi, I think that says. The other one is the Rainbow Unicorn Tarot. I really love this one. I love all 3 of these, but they're all different, as you're about to see. And the last one is from the Pastel Unicorn Tarot. This is the Japanese deck that I just recently bought and unboxed for you guys. So you're going to pick your stack first. Are you group 1? Are you group 2? Or are you group 3? And if you need more time, please feel free to pause this video and stare at them. All I'm going to do is tell you what they say. Now, these are all tarot decks. So tarot has a very specific kind of system. Each of these cards means a lot of different things. So I'm just going to give you some of the general understandings we get when we get these cards. So if you're in stack 1 here, I'm going to do yours first and tell you what you got. Group 1, the first card that you got is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a really great card. It indicates good fortune. So basically this card, and I'm looking at the other 2 cards that you have here, this card is indicating that in the present tense, you should be coming into a time of good fortune. You might already be in this time, or you may be just coming into it. Either way, this is a good card because it indicates all types of prosperity. This indicates like games of chance, like winning a prize. All kind of positive different things come from the Wheel of Fortune. Positive karma coming into your life from good deeds that you've done. The Wheel of Fortune is all about Lady Fortuna, and Lady Fortuna is all about having prosperity, abundance, and good things come into your life. So this is always a very welcome card, especially when it's in the upright. Then you got this one. Now this card, along with this card, this is a very interesting combination to me because this one is about good fortune and this is about moving on. So this, if you can see the unicorn up here, is moving on. So this means that there's progress, forward movement. So this is what's giving me the impression that for many of you, things are getting better because you're coming into what they're saying is a progressive state. So that's why the Wheel of Fortune, getting that first, was such a great card because it means you're going in a better direction, a happier direction. Things are going to be really moving on for you. Sometimes when we hear the word moving on, we think of a negative connotation, but it's not negative because whatever you're moving on from, it was time to move on. So these 2 cards come up together, letting me know that this is a good thing for those of you in group number 1. But you're not 100% out of the woods because this card here is the 10 of Cups. That heart is a cup, and it's reversed, as you can see, which means it's upside down. So I'm gonna turn it the other way around, but I'm gonna read it in the reversal. So what this is saying is that even though things have gotten better, which is wonderful, you're moving on, which is great, you still have some healing to do. This is a card about continuing to heal things because what took you to this state could have been a family issue. So it could be an ongoing family issue. It could be a divorce. It could be a relationship. Whatever the case is, this card is letting us know that you're going to be continuing to heal from whatever this situation was. This is also good because it means that whatever has hurt you, you're going to be able to, like it said here, turn things around and move forward. So no matter what is going on in your life right now, group number one, things are going to get better. Go towards healing methods. Find things that help you, meditation, therapy, whatever you need to heal yourself, whatever you need to help you continue to move forward, go ahead and get it. Self-help books, those kind of things. Because this is a great card about coming back. After you recover from whatever this is, you'll be able to have a whole new experience. So continue to do your healing. All right, group one. That's good. Moving on to better times, group one. Group two, what's up with you? Let's see. Group two, this is your first card. So this is what we call a court card, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a court card, and what this indicates is somebody in your life. So this is either you or somebody you know. Now, this is a wonderful card to get because whoever this person is, this is a good person. This is a person who might be magically inclined, or it might just be a person who's good at manifesting, such as using the law of attraction. It could be a woman, or it could just be a person with a very feminine kind of energy. But this person is usually pretty cool. The Queen of Wands is very theatrical. A lot of times she's either creative. A lot of times she's very creative. But sometimes it could just be like she's an actress or an entrepreneur, for example, a boss, a boss babe, a boss lady, That would be a Queen of Wands kind of vibration. This woman often works for herself. And if she doesn't, she really should. So this could be you, or it could be somebody you're going to meet, or it could be somebody in your life that you might need to reach out to. Because this particular queen, like I said before, is very resourceful. She's also very inspiring. So this is a good friend to have around. The wands indicate fire. The element that goes with wands is fire. So this person could be very fiery too, but in a positive way because it's in the upright. So this person could be somebody that you spend some time with, or like I said, it could actually just be you. And the other card is this one. And I said to myself, this is either the same person. Let's move this. This is either the same person, or this also could be a different person. The Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is a little bit different than the Queen of Wands. So if it's the same person, it just means that they have these different characteristics. Like, for instance, the Queen of Swords is my card. I am a Queen of Swords. I'm Aquarius. But I have a fire moon. So the wands, which go with the element of fire, I have a lot of those characteristics too. So this could be two different women or two different feminine energies, or it could be the same person who's inspiring, creative, theatrical, but she's also the swords. So if she's the swords, this woman is intelligent, very airy kind of energy. The kind of person who will say something like seduce my mind. It's that kind of a person. This person is very smart. And again, this person is usually a leader. Queen of Swords energy is leadership energy. So it would make great sense that this could be the same individual. But just this is giving us some more energy, some more information is the word I'm looking for about this person. Very smart. The Queen of Swords has also been through a lot. So she has a lot of experiences to draw off of. She's sometimes been through a lot of painful things, because if you take a look at the clouds here, there's some dark clouds down here before these white ones. Those dark clouds indicate hard times. So she's often had some really hard times that she's learned from and been able to flourish nonetheless. So again, this is our queen. Now, number 3. Number 3 is the 5 of Cups. It's upside down. That means it's reversed. And I'm going to tell you what that means. And I'm going to show it to you right side up so you can see how beautiful the picture is. So what does it mean to get the 5 of Cups reversed? This means cups, and then we have our 5. Well, the Five of Cups is about loss, disappointment, and sorrow. So when it's reversed, it means getting over loss, disappointment, sorrows. Sometimes there are even reconciliations with this card because the people have gotten over it, so they're able to, kiss and make up. So if this is you, if you're in group number 2, this indicates recovering from something emotional. So when it's in the upright, you're in the throes of it. You're crying. You could be really devastated. But when it's reversed, you're coming out of it. You're healing through it, or you're already done with it. And I really strongly believe that based on the first 2 queen cards, that this is probably one person, or it could be more than one person who's been through something and they've healed from it. So if this is you, if you recognize yourself in these cards, this means that you are either healing or have healed from some type of situation that has brought you hurt. Now, mind you, we've all been hurt in different ways, but this one, based on these vibrations, is more than likely something that you can leave behind in the past. So it's time to move on. All right, group 2. Let's get that. Now we're going to go to group number 3. Group 3, you have the Sun card and it's reversed. So I'm going to tell you what it means. The Sun card is one of the happiest, if not the happiest card in the deck. When the Sun card comes up, it's always good news. The Sun indicates happiness. But when it's reversed, it also indicates that even though things are going well, that you might be working a little bit too much. Because when the Sun is reversed, it indicates burnout. And many of us become burnt out from just our everyday jobs, our everyday life. So this card is saying, yeah, things are going pretty good, but make sure you're making time to rest. This card says to be careful be careful of the effects of the Sun too when it's reversed, because you could get sunburned or sun sick very easily. And we're in that season where that makes perfect sense. I have several friends that have sent me pictures where they were red as a red as a rose, because they were out in the sun. So that also is a connotation with this, but it's not bad by any means. Now, the second card here makes me think that maybe some of you have got the overwhelmed burnout from the first card, because the 10 of Wands, you can see he's carrying all these wands. The indication here is that you carrying a lot. You have a lot of heavy burdens. You've bitten off quite a lot. Your plate is a little too full when you get this card. So when you get this matched up with that Sun card reversed, it gives me the impression that this person is overwhelmed. So they could be overwhelmed with work. They could be overwhelmed with things they're doing for their family. It could be a combination of all those things. So if you are in group number 3, you need to find ways to relax. You need to find ways to rejuvenate yourself. You might need a vacation. You might need to do daily meditation. You might need to get some vitamins in you. But whatever the case is, these 2 cards together indicate that you really need some relaxation. And then this card, your last card, says you have choices to make. So I would guess that you need to be choosing, number 1, how can you deal with this burnout? How can you deal with this, overwhelming, this exhaustion? For some of us, it means working smarter instead of working harder. For example, you could be working 2 or 3 jobs. Maybe you need to just find 1 job, maybe, or 2 jobs. If you're working 3, maybe you can drop it to 2. If you're working 2, maybe you can drop it to 1. Maybe you can find ways to monetize things you can do from home. This card is all about making choices. So in this card, you're choosing, based on the other 2, you're choosing how to deal with the fact that you're burnt out. Have you taken on too many projects? Can some of those projects be delegated to other people? Maybe people in your house can help out with things that you normally do. There's a lot of ways that you can work out this particular card, but you just have to make a choice. And if the card is in an upright, it means you're not certain about what to do yet. So you should spend some time this weekend thinking about how can you take some of the things off of your plate in a manner that will be beneficial to everybody that's involved. So again, this isn't a bad thing. It's just a matter of planning. And remember, I said work harder, work smarter, not harder. I have the tendency to be a workaholic. So this stack looks good for me. This looks like this might be my stack. And what I should be doing really is figuring out how can I put that saying into practice? How can I work smarter instead of harder? So those of us with stack 3, I'm going to just claim it. Those of us with stack 3, we have some thinking to do. And that card is, it goes with emotion. So we have some thinking to do, but we also have some feeling to do. Because it's like, okay, we need to think about what it is that we want to do, but we have to base it on what makes us feel the best. So, okay, it makes me feel good to do this. It makes me feel good to work, but how can I work smarter and still feel good becomes the question. So that was our last one. Thank you for coming to the Unicorn Run, and come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.